Alright guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. So today we're going to be starting a brand new series on our channel. So we have the amazing Brian, our new screenwriter.
The amazing Brian.
The amazing Brian, our new
Okay.
screenwriter. So you obviously saw the announcement video on our channel recently that he is writing horror screenplays for us, short films. So yeah, Brian's our first guest on today, so I'll be getting like new guests on every week or every 2 weeks, and we'll be chatting all things horror, all things filmmaking, writing. Halloween season is coming up. We're in October now,
Hell
so
yeah.
yeah, welcome Brian to our first episode.
Well, thanks for the intro. I just want to let everybody know that I did not tell him to call me the amazing Brian. So I did not say that. So, but yeah, thanks for having me on. Just to kind of piggyback from the announcement, if nobody had seen that, I'll be just writing some screenplays for Faces of Fear Productions. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Obviously, all horror themed, some type of genre of horror. And because, I mean, what's better than horror? What's better than Halloween? I mean, I can't think of anything better, honestly. If you don't like scaring the shit out of people or getting scared, like if you don't like that thrill, I'm sorry, it's just not going to work. It's just not going to work between us. It's just not going to work. And the only thing that actually sucks, so I live in a condo complex, and so like obviously I know we're in COVID season, but I would normally like decorate and try to make my place like look nice and everything, but I did that when I was living at my parents' house, but I can't really do anything here. What am I gonna do? Stick like a pumpkin on my door? Like it's not gonna really work really well. And so, I guess like to start, I mean, I'd actually like to know from you, Pete, because I don't think I asked you this before. Like,
Here we go.
how
Put me on the spot.
I am going to put you on the spot, whether you like it or not. Now, how did you actually get started, like with filming and stuff?
Oh, well,
Like,
like our
how did it
YouTube
all?
channel, how it's evolved. So Terry actually created Faces of Fear 4 years ago. Not a lot
Okay.
of people know that, but we actually made it in 2016, which I wasn't even a part of.
Okay.
It was actually Terry and his dad, and it was all creepypasta narrations. So they made about, I think, 3 or 4, but then, as always, life gets in the way, and it never really took off. Yeah, just never really got anywhere. So that was kind of the end of that. And then 4 years later, I was bored in lockdown. I kind of just stumbled across the YouTube channel, and I messaged Cherry and I was like, we're bored in lockdown. We've got nothing to do. Why don't we start this up again? You know?
Yeah.
And then it kind of just went from there. Like I became part of it.
Mm.
And we started making creepypasta narrations again. And this time I was narrating the videos. And we made about, I think to begin with, it was about 2 or 3 a week. I was having a lot of fun with it, you know. We actually wrote some of our own stories. I think I wrote about 2. Terry wrote, I think, 1 or 2 as well. And yeah, and then that was a lot of fun. And then we kind of just started going into different things, really. Like we bought a new camera, and we went like a 360 camera, and then we started visiting like abandoned locations. Obviously, once kind of lockdown was getting phased out, once we were allowed out of the house finally.
Right.
And we went to like military bases, we went to prisoner of war camps, went to an abandoned zoo, and we was having a lot of fun with that. Terry had an amazing idea with the camera to make like a 360 video, virtual
Oh yeah.
reality
Right.
of the
Yeah.
abandoned locations, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And obviously after all that time, but weeks being stuck indoors, we had so much fun getting out and exploring these amazing abandoned locations. And then we just started making new stuff. Like we don't tend to like to do just one thing on our channel. We like to try out different things.
Yeah.
And then
Keeps it fresh.
yeah, exactly.
Right.
And then what else did we do? Yeah, and then we, like I was saying to you, we've wanted to make our short films for years. And we, like I'm sure everyone else, we needed a holiday. So we went to Cornwall down south, and which is amazing, by the way. And I found this abandoned factory, which was massive, which was like over 500 meters long. And it's been abandoned for like 20 years. So I came up with the idea. I wrote a script within, I think, a week or two. And then that became out of bounds. We made a short film while we was on holiday. And now we just mainly focus on short films, and yeah, pretty much.
It's funny how like we like evolve as like people, and just like how ideas evolve. Like you start with one thing and then you're not even expecting it to like kind of turn into this, but it just does. It's fun. And I think a lot of people, you know, during COVID, I mean, yeah, people are getting like bored as hell. And, you know, a lot of people are using their creative juices to kind of like do something to either keep themselves entertained or just to, you know, expand on something that they've already started. And so it's interesting. It's interesting stuff. And
I forgot the ghost hunting as well. Ghost hunting. That's been a lot of fun.
Okay. Yeah. Have you actually ever do you bring I forget what it's called, like that equipment to like
the spirit box?
Yeah.
The spirit box, yeah, that's an app on our phone. Just an app. But it's really good.
There's an app for it?
Yeah, there's an app. I'll message you what it's called. It's a really good one.
Spirit box. What?
Yeah.
I call bullshit. There's no app for that. Come on, that doesn't make
sense.
There is. I thought you had to buy it.
No, we just use an app.
Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah.
Sono X10 Spirit Box.
But with the paranormal, we're kind of 50-50, split in the middle. I don't know if to believe it or not. I wouldn't say there's ever been anything to make me believe. There's been one thing that's happened, which is pretty creepy. Which was I was at my cousin's house for Christmas, and I was pretty young. I was like only 4 or 5 years old, and we was all in the living room. No one was in the kitchen, and all of a sudden, we hear the sound of someone like stirring like a cup of tea, like the sound of a spoon. But no one was in the kitchen, and it went on for like quite a few seconds. But obviously, because I was only a young kid, my family didn't want me to get scared. So they was like, "Oh, your cousin's in the kitchen," but there was no one in there. To this day, we still can't explain it. But yeah, since we've been going on the ghost hunts, there's been a lot of creepy stuff coming through that spirit box. A lot of creepy stuff. So I think I'm edging towards more that there could be something.
There could be something. I mean, I don't know if you watch what the hell is it on YouTube? Like Nuke's Top 5. You ever heard of Nuke's Top 5?
Yeah.
He basically kind of just gathers like other people's like videos and like kind of, you know, does like a countdown, like what's like best, what's weird. And like, you know, there are a few out there that are like definitely a little weird, but others like you always try to like, you always want to kind of like stump them. You want to be the guy like, no, I figured it out. You know, you did this with the door and somebody was actually behind the camera and doing this or whatever. And either way, it's entertaining stuff. You know, it's fun. And I think that's reason why, you know, both of us were able to kind of just pair up for this, you know, whole thing. It's neat, man. It's neat.
Have you ever had anything like happen to you, sort of paranormal?
Zippo.
No.
Nothing. I don't think ghosts like me because I don't believe in them. And like, I mean, I've gone to some pretty like cool, like, pretty large abandoned, places that I've mentioned to you before. I think, I mean, you've gone to mental institutions, hospitals, morgues, train stations, houses, um, underground tunnels, a lot of different things. And like, yeah, like some places may feel slightly unsettling just because of like just the look of it or the feel of
Yeah.
it. Like it's a little weird, but no, I haven't had any encounters or whatever. Watch, something like is gonna like scare the crap out of me like tonight. Some ghost will come out of nowhere and just kick my ass or something. But no, I have not experienced anything myself. But who knows? I'm gonna try this Spirit Box app.
Yeah, they'll be coming through then.
Yeah. Wait, which app do you use? Is that Sono X10 Spirit Box?
I'll have to look it up. I'll have to ask Terry,
Ghost
and I'll
hunting
message you what one it is.
tools,
I forgot the
Ghost
name of it
Com,
now.
Ghost Detector Plus. Ooh.
There's some pretty crappy ones on there, to be honest. There's some pretty
Yeah,
crappy
I mean,
ones.
I'm just going. I mean, the top one was Sono X10 Spirit Box. Actually, I lied. No, it's not. Never mind.
Because it
But
was
yeah,
in like episode 2 of our ghost hunting. It said my name, which was pretty creepy because I didn't hear it at the time, but Terry did. I'm playing it
interesting.
back, and it really does sound like my name, which is pretty creepy.
Interesting. That's weird.
I mean,
Well, whatever.
sometimes
Maybe they're only in the UK and not by me. So I don't think even the ghosts want to travel during COVID. I think they want to just stay put. So all right. So I mean, I know we were kind of going over a little bit over Alone earlier. I don't want to say as much as I did before, but I guess we can kind of dive into it a little bit as to what to expect.
tease the viewers.
Yes. So, yeah, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say, so obviously Out of Bounds was our first short film, and next one we're working on at the moment, we've been filming for the past 2 weeks, and that's been going really well. We had a successful shoot the other day, so we're hoping to get it out for Halloween, and then we're planning for our next one after that, which will be written by Brian, and that's called Alone. So that should be spring 2021, hopefully.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, doesn't matter. Like, doesn't matter to me. Pete was telling me, by the way, that they do have some pretty cool like storm effects that are going to be taking place in Judgment, which is neat. So that'll be
it really sets the mood. Like, this Judgment is really dark and sinister. It is completely different to Out of Bounds. Obviously, Out of Bounds was complete daylight, all set in the day.
right.
This is all set on a stormy night. I can tease about it. It's about a young man named Jake, and he's an alcoholic. And he's basically, his relationships, he's broken down, he's messed them up with his friends and his family. And one night he gets home from the party, and it's during a storm, and he I can't give away too much, but
and then
he's made mistakes, and his demons come back to haunt him that night. But sinister things start taking place, progressively getting worse and worse. Has a slow pace, but things start building up, and by the end, it gets pretty dark and heavy, and that's what I'll say.
You look like a Jake.
You
do. I don't know. Maybe it's like the hair or something. I don't know. You look more like a Jake than you do a Pete.
You know what? They're saying that a lot of people seem to call me Pete, which I don't mind. They seem to call me Pete more than Peter. I've noticed as I've been growing up.
Do you prefer Peter?
I don't mind.
Have I been calling you Pete this entire time, and you hate me for calling you that?
Well, I mean, I've started sending you emails, Pete and Pete. Some kind of. I really don't mind. I'm easy either way.
Okay, we're very casual here in the U.S. I
Yeah,
don't know, so
same.
it's like
Easy either way. I'm very chilled. Yeah.
so. I mean, you can't really shorten.
I mean, my mate from work, because I played Michael in Out of Bounds, he keeps calling me Michael now. He doesn't call me Peter anymore.
That's funny. Yeah, no, not my.
Yeah.
No,
No.
that's funny.
But yeah, do you wanna tease about Alone?
Yeah. So I think all I had said in the announcement was that there was like some type of like something going on as a result of COVID. That's all I gave. So I'll give a little bit more, but not try to reveal too
Going
much.
with the times.
So right, exactly. So there's we have a main character kind of just waking up at home, seemingly kind of going through like a normal routine, but only to find out that the rest of his family is missing and not in the house. So he's not really sure where everybody is. And then I'll kind of stop at this point where, he tries to go throughout the day, and he's watching on the news that there is a food shortage going on, around the world because of COVID, really. And that's kind of where I'll kind of stop it. So I mean, as a result of that food shortage, there's kind of some weird occurrences that happen in and around the house. And there's a couple different cool things that are gonna happen in it. That's kind of all I'll say with that. But it's a good setting, and I think it'll I think a lot of people will be like, it's a major kind of like WTF kind of like moment. Yeah, I think you might be saying that actually a couple times in it. So
Yeah.
that's kind of all I'll say about that one.
When Brian sent over the script for Alone and I read it for the first time, I was like, holy shit. I was like, damn, all right, this is good. We need to take this on board.
And so, I mean, before I had even sent Peter,
It's Michael.
Michael. Before I had sent him Alone, I had sent him I really rushed some other script that I was writing just to because I was kind of just excited to just start writing for a reason, and I had sent him this 5-page script of I don't even remember what the hell it was about. It was you're we're not going to use this story, so I'll just explain it. So it's no big deal. But I had you in some abandoned room, house, or whatever the heck, tied to a chair. You have no idea why the hell you got there, and you're basically kind of going crazy throughout the whole freaking story. But I rushed it. I rushed the story when I sent it to him. He's like, hey, this is good. We kind of have something kind of similar to what you guys were going to already be releasing.
Yeah, I think it was just purely because the premise of an explorer kind of done that in Out of Bounds. That was the only reason. But
yeah,
it was a good script. But it was purely because
it was
of that.
okay. I mean, I definitely rushed it though, just for the sake of just giving you something. I was just like, hey, I think I wrote it in 2 days, and I just didn't I don't know why I rushed it, but this I'll be able to obviously just take more time with each story, flush it out, make sure it makes sense, beginning, middle, and end, and everything. So yeah, little by little, dude, we will do it, Mike.
Sounds good.
All right.
Well, yeah, no, I'm really excited to bring your stories to life, and I think we're going to try and release them on a DVD or Blu-ray at some point as well, as short films.
Okay.
Yes, that would be cool. So at some point we'll definitely. I think it's like it comes across as a different region, obviously, because you're in the US.
Right.
But we'll try and make that. So yeah, that'd be cool. Like sending
Nice.
that to you. That'd be cool. So I saw on your Instagram as well that you're doing the 31 days of Halloween horror.
Yes, I
Different horror
am.
movie every day.
Different horror movie every day, and
Cool.
my first random pick. So I have. Wait, hold on a second. Let me grab it real quick. So I got this whole basket because I'm a tool like this, and I'm a weirdo. So, but I don't care. So I took like all these different post-it notes, 150 by the way, and I wrote different movies on each one. These are all movies I think I've seen almost all of them. And what I didn't want to do was kind of like pick what movie I was going to see every day, because it's more fun when it's kind of just like random. And so I had picked The Invitation yesterday, which actually is like one of my favorite movies that I've seen like in the last like 5 years or so. And so I'll be obviously picking one later, and I'll be posting the heck that pick is. In fact, actually, since we're filming, I'll pick one now.
Yeah.
Why not? Okay. But yeah, it's fun. I mean, there's so many people are doing it on Twitter,
It's a great idea.
watching.
Great idea.
I mean, Final Destination. So I have a rule that I had written out. So if I want, I can choose to watch a sequel or a remake of a title that I have on here.
Oh, okay.
If I want, but I'm gonna watch the original Final Destination.
Right.
This should be pretty sweet. So, all right, I haven't seen that in a long time. So that'd be fun. So yeah, I mean, horror, Halloween, can't get any better than that.
Best month of the year. Best month of the year.
It is.
Someone messaged me on Twitter the other day, and they said that I think they said they live in Paris, and they said when they was a kid they never got the chance to go trick or treating because they never celebrated that. They never done it. I was like,
Yeah,
that's quite sad. Trick or treating was a great part of my childhood. Every Halloween.
yeah. I think you may have told me that it's not really widely celebrated where you guys are, right?
Not as much as America. It's sad. It seems to be dying out. I mean, I think it was last year we got about 2 people knocking our house. That was it. So
I mean, I think it's because America loves to commercialize everything, and
I think it's great. I wanna come to America in Halloween season.
It's fun. I mean, obviously this year is weird, but it's fun. I mean, at my parents' house, I mean, we would decorate like the whole house with anything. I would actually dress up as part of the like decorations. Like I would pretend to be like a stuffed scarecrow or something.
That's great.
And I would scare the crap out of like kid. Sometimes you get like these middle schoolers just trying to be all tough.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, this isn't scary, blah blah, and then I just come screaming out like behind a bush or whatever. And I got a fake chainsaw once. And I would start chasing them like down the street, and I got them screaming. I was like, yes, mission accomplished.
That's brilliant.
So
that's what I mean. That's all fun of it,
It's fun. And I'm not sure if you've heard of places like Eastern State Penitentiary.
Yeah,
in
I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's in Philly, and it's like, I mean, it was an old prison, like years ago, but they don't use it as like a prison anymore. And so they turn it into like this huge haunted house, but it's haunted prison. And so like you go in through each building, and it's kind of like a different setting each time. and the actors like will grab you, and they'll tell you to like go like behind this door, and then you like get back in like line. Like it's cool. It's a
We
lot
have
of fun.
something similar in the UK. It's called London Tombs.
London Tombs.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Nice.
And like London Dungeons as well. But yeah, same thing. It's like actors dress up. London Dungeons, you kind of go through history.
Okay.
Like Jack the Ripper times, and yeah, they dress up, and it's pretty cool. But more
Now,
London Tombs.
do you get scared at all or no? It's okay if you. I'm not gonna
I
like.
mean, with London Tombs, we had like this guy dressed up as like some freaky clown, and he was chasing at us with a chainsaw. Obviously, it's not real, but it's pretty damn creepy when you can't get out.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's a lot of
It's weird.
fun. I enjoy it. It's good fun. I think
I
sometimes you
think
kind of make yourself scared because it's more fun that way. You know, if you're there and like, oh, it's not scary, then you're having no fun really, are you? Like you see
yeah.
people around you screaming and scared shitless for their life.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
I mean, like, I've watched I've watched so many horror movies, and like I've gone to so many different like haunted like houses and stuff that like I'm like almost numb to it. And like instead of like being like freaked out by it, if somebody like jumps out, I'd be like, oh hey, what's up? Like I'm
You
just
know
kind of
what?
just like it doesn't. I don't know. Like it.
Saying that, actually, I had done that. I just take the piss. Like this woman dressed up as a zombie saying, I'd be like, hello, darling. You all right? I just
Yeah.
mess around, take the piss. I just have a laugh and have a joke. But yeah, it's funny.
And
It's funny that way.
that's the other, I think, the good point about Halloween and horror is that like, you know, it is if you think about it, just a big dress up and like a big joke in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's based off of like an old, All Hallows Eve, as they say, but you know, it's all meant in fun. So it's not meant to be taken super seriously. Um, but I think, I mean, that's definitely very commercialized in the U.S.
Mm.
big time. I
Do
mean,
you
they make
have
it.
like a routine on Halloween? Like I know some people do. Like they watch movies, Halloween movies, horror movies in the evening. They like carve a pumpkin in the day. Some people have like an actual routine on the 31st, like Christmas Day, but they have a routine for Halloween.
I mean,
Do you?
not really. I mean, if I'm not decorating, so usually if I was decorating, home for trick or treaters, I mean, I would probably get out there at like 12, like noon.
Yeah.
Um, Nobody would come until about like maybe 4 or 5, but I would sit outside and just kind of feel like, especially the weather is nice too, the time of day, the time of year. And I don't know. I love just the feel of it. It's fun. I just can't like. It's easily my favorite holiday. Easily, like, yes, we eat tons of food during Christmas. Yes, we eat tons of food during Thanksgiving, but nothing's better than the thrill of Halloween.
It's a shame it's dying out in the UK. I mean, it seems to be. It's a shame.
Well, when you say dying now, so what was it like before?
Well, it just seems like as every year, it just seems like there's less people out in the streets going trick or treating, less people decorating the houses. Just seems like not many people celebrate as much anymore. Not like America, nowhere near like America. But yeah, I don't know. It just seemed like when I was a kid, it used to be a big thing here. You get loads of people constantly knocking on our door for treats or whatever. But
Have you guys lived in the same spot like your whole life, or have you
yeah,
moved?
pretty much, yeah. And we're on like a main street as well. It's pretty busy. Not like we live down a quiet street or anything. But yeah, I mean, even if we travel, like go somewhere else, like you look around, there's not many houses decorated, pretty much.
Jeez.
I mean, one year I went to Disneyland Paris when I was younger for Halloween. That was really cool. That was good. The theme
Disneyland
park.
Paris.
Yeah.
How was
You
that all
know,
set up?
they just basically decorated the whole theme park. Halloween decorations, all of the characters was like in Halloween costumes. Like you had Mickey Mouse or
Oh,
Donald Duck. It was like kind of horror characters or something. But yeah,
so
that was
kind of
pretty
like
cool.
Six Flags, because
Yeah,
like Six Flags, they have like that Fright Fest
yeah,
thing. They're kind of similar to that. All right, that's
yeah.
cool.
That was a good experience. That was good. Enjoyed that. Um, I was gonna say, should I tell you something? When I was a kid, when I was like 12 or 13, bombshell, guys, I hated horror. Did not like it.
That's
My
funny.
first ever horror film I watched was Jeepers Creepers, which isn't even that
Oh my
scary.
god.
And I couldn't watch it. It scared the shit out of me. Bear in mind, I was like 12 years old or something. I didn't like it. I couldn't hack it. I think I lasted about
Come
20 or
on, dude.
30 minutes. I was like, nah, turn this off. Right?
Let's go, pal. Come on.
But
You'll be
anyway,
okay. It's just a movie.
as I started growing up, I started watching more and more horror films. And now I love it. I can't get away from it. I can comfortably watch a horror movie without getting scared. Which people say, oh, you're a psychopath for that or whatever. All right, I'm a psychopath, but no.
I'm trying to
We
think.
change, don't we? We change.
What was the first like scary movie that I ever watched?
I'm not
I
proud that
think it
Jeepers
was,
Creepers was my first.
I mean, I'm also older than you, so
Yeah.
like I'm like 10 years older than you,
Yeah.
so you're probably Species. You ever heard of that?
Yes. Yes. Sounds familiar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that was the first like horror movie that I saw. I was like 8, and I had no idea what the heck was going on, and I'm like, well, I think it was like some type of like weird monster vampire movie. I think, if I remember correctly, Species or Subspecies or something like, yeah, one of those. And I remember watching it. I'm just like, Mom, what is this? I had no clue.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, I couldn't stop watching it. And then the rest is from there. So like I watch a lot of the classics. I don't know what your favorites are. What are yours?
All
Just
my
in
all-time.
general. Just it doesn't have to.
Oh,
They don't have
right.
to be classics. But
I mean, if we're talking like, for example, like cheesy horror, then it would be like Happy Death Day. I think that's great. I love that. If we're talking serious, then it's got to be Halloween. It's got to be A Nightmare. You know, the classics. It's got to be for me.
yeah.
In recent times, I don't know. There's not a lot I can think of like really outstanding horror movies. I mean, Host was great. I really enjoyed that this year. I thought that was brilliant.
Yeah, I definitely have to.
Because just props to them for making that purely in lockdown on a Zoom call. I think that's so smart. And
talk about low budget.
yeah, I praised them
low
up
budget.
for that. And I think they filmed it in about 12 weeks. Just 12 weeks. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I do like Blumhouse Productions though. I think Jason Blum, they make some great films. Great horror.
I'm trying to think of what else they have done, like what Blumhouse Production has done. I watch a movie. I don't know what production like company it is, but
They're very much hit and miss. They make some absolute great ones. Others are a bit shit. Like you've got The Invisible Man that was released this year.
oh yeah, I remember watching that. I wasn't too happy with that one.
Did you not? No. Fantasy Island, Halloween, the 2018. Yeah, they've made loads.
Oh yeah, Happy Death Day, The Invisible Man. There's some movies on here I've never heard of before. Oh, those are books. What am I doing? That is okay. So that's TV. Here we go. Okay. No, they're making a Five Nights at Freddy movie.
Yeah.
Dude, yes, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
It's been in production for quite a few years now.
Well, that's new to me, but that's pretty cool. I mean, that's there are other movies that say 2022, and then after that it says Five Nights at Freddy's. So that's gonna be a long time before we see that. But that is awesome. They're making another Purge movie. Oh, come on, why kill it, guys? Like what?
They made a TV
I'm not a
series on
big
that
fan
as
of.
well, didn't they?
I'm sorry.
They made a TV series, I think, on The Purge.
They did. I tried watching that. I couldn't really get into it. It was like, that's American Hollywood for you. Let's just, let's just, beat an idea to death, until you're sick of it. That's generally the way they go. That's until nobody starts buying it. They keep making more.
I mean, we've talked about movies. What about like TV shows, horror? What's your like?
I actually had recently watched Black Summer.
Yes.
Yeah, which was like a zombie, esque type show. That was cool.
I liked that. Yeah.
It was pretty neat. Definitely different from some others.
Black Summer is actually a prequel to Z Nation. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
I tried watching that like a long time ago, and I couldn't really get into it. I should probably try that again.
Black Summer is the prequel to that, apparently.
Oh, I did not know that. Okay, it's good to know. American Horror Story is probably my favorite by far. Ryan Murphy, I think, is like an amazing writer. And I just started watching Ratchet actually last night. That's pretty good. That's pretty good too. I mean, he's a fantastic writer. I mean, I don't know how he comes out with like this stuff like so quickly.
I highly recommend Ratchet, by the way. You need to check it out on Netflix. It's so good. Yeah. 8 episodes. It's a weird ass, but it's so good. So good.
It's good. And Sarah Paulson's a great actress.
She's amazing.
I've got to give other like, horror shows.
About Haunting of Hill House. Ever seen that?
I actually never tried that yet.
No? That's good.
A lot of people have said that's really good though. Yeah. Haunting of Hill House.
Yeah, because there's a second season coming out as well. So that's definitely worth checking that out.
I actually am going to write that. Haunting.
You're doing the same as me. I've got like a list of things to watch for like Halloween and stuff.
I have like so much crap to watch. It's like ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's like my list in Netflix is like ridiculous. Like there's so much stuff for me to watch and I can't keep up. It's ridiculous. You're probably gonna hate me for this. I despise The Walking Dead. Despise it. I'm sorry. Let me clarify. I despise everything after probably midway the second season of the show. I cannot believe the show is still on. I think it's a joke now, and the writing is piss poor. I think the acting is shit. Now, I thought the first season was fantastic, and they should have ended it like that. But of course, Hollywood, they have to run out an idea until they stop making money, and apparently it's never going to stop making money. So they're going to keep going.
They have cancelled it now, and it ends in like 2 years' time.
Yeah, so that's kind of about all I can think of at the moment. I don't think there's any other horror shows. I'm just going to pull up my list here. Oh, do you have Shudder at all? The app? Shudder?
I downloaded it to watch Host, but I cancelled it because I'm already paying for too much other stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I got it just for like the year, and I'm just kind of going to keep it, just for the year, and let it just kind of expire from there. I don't think there's any other, shows that are creepy.
I think we've named all the best
I
ones.
tried watching it. Slasher.
Haven't seen that. No.
I mean, so that's on Netflix. I mean, I tried watching that once, and I think I wasn't really paying attention to it. I had stuff going on or whatever, but that's kind of similar to American Horror Story, I think, where each season is like its own thing. There's actually a lot in my queue. Van Helsing is in my queue. I haven't watched that. Scream, haven't watched that. Penny Dreadful, haven't watched that. There's a lot. There's tons of vampire shows. There's tons of crap that I just.
They always go overboard with like vampires and zombies, don't they? They love it. Very popular.
I mean, why not?
Yeah, no, exactly.
Why they really should just make a TV show about vampires and zombies just like killing each other off, and that way there's none of them anymore, and then they just stop making the show from there.
Yeah, but like a vampire zombie war, at war with each other, that'd be cool.
Why not?
You're onto something there.
So,
I'm not sure how much recording time we have left. I'm not sure if we're getting to the end of it now.
Yeah, it still says recording on top. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
How long it's been recording for, but it may be getting there. Oh shit, 1:30. Damn. I didn't realize what time it was.
6:30.
But yeah, it's 5 hours later by you. But yeah, I should probably get back to work. I do have some stuff I have to finish for the day. But as always, it's nice.
Yeah, thank you for coming on. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
It's been good chatting all things horror.
Again. Thank you very much.
You're welcome on anytime. Be good to have you back for another episode.
Rock on.
Yeah, Brian has his own YouTube channel called the Urbex Tapes. So be sure to check that out, subscribe. You're re-uploading, aren't you? All of your old footage, kind of readapting them.
Yeah, I got some old footage that I'm just kind of re-editing. So I had already posted up one video of a place that we went to, which is now demolished. So I don't think I don't have enough time to post a new one like every week. So it's just going to be like once in a while.
Yeah.
Maybe once every few weeks I'll post something up. So yeah, that's that. But we'll get going with some other stuff, and hopefully for all you viewers out there, we'll have, obviously, Pete and Terry are just obviously working on just filming and editing and stuff, and they'll get that all together, and slowly but surely, one by one, we'll get a stockpile of stuff up for everybody.
Yeah, going to be a busy year next year. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Hopefully COVID's gone by then.
Hope so.
But all right, dude. Well,
all right, man.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for coming on.
Rock on. My pleasure. I'm gonna go eat now because I feel like I'm about to pass out. So
yeah, please do.
Take care, and we'll talk soon.
All right, man. Take care. Bye.
All right.